Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Pirates of the Geek Vortex with me, your host, Olav, and the rest of the crew. So let's go ahead and jump on into the voice chat here and say hello.
Oh no, he's talking.
Yes, I am, and so are you.
We have voices.
We were having side conversation. We didn't realize that you were into the intro yet.
Yep. We're into the intro. We've got everything up and running now, so. All right, let's
Now
see.
will be about the time everything falls apart.
If stuff is standard, if everything goes standard, yeah.
So we were debating, was it Granny Weatherwax that you were comparing Nightkind to?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to make a hat so I could look like her. Old and with
Because we were commenting how her outfit is reminding us of Silk Spectre.
That's fair. All right, so the link for the Cards Against Humanity is already in the Pirates Crew text thing.
5 points to win. Ooh, we're doing multi-rounds tonight.
Well, I haven't changed much of anything yet, so.
Stop
What
it!
do-
Stop it!
What do we want to say? 15?
We usually do 15.
15 does sound good.
I'll probably throw in one or two rando bots just to make it extra difficult.
Oh, great!
I mean, we could always invite in the audience like we normally do. Just make it extra weird.
Well, that's the thing with no time limits. We have to kind of be careful with that.
Yeah.
Because that means if somebody's if one of the audience members is there and they're non-responsive, then yeah, then we're just going to be sitting there forever waiting for.
I think me and Rasclin are just hoping and praying that we don't get as many Nazi cards as we did last time.
Oh, God. Especially tonight.
Oh, come on. It would be fitting.
Oh, no. It was us as the Nazis.
I was going to say, I'm like, given the starting topic, I mean,
Also, Nightkind, is the link working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. Because I was just going to have to tab, and my left hand is abso-fucking-lutely useless, so there's no tab, altered, whatever to switch, so yes.
Okay.
Why am I bothering to monitor the stream on my laptop?
I don't know. Okay, so we've got two rando bots in for right now. Because I don't know when, I don't know where or what's going on with gamers.
We
Where's
ever?
the random card?
Not it. That's not it. That's not working.
Hold on. Let me try a different one.
No, I just had it, and of course, me.
Try that one.
Well, I was hoping.
We do make a good card block.
Yeah, I figured. I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to have to block off that small portion of the screen anyway, why not go from there all the way down to the bottom of the frame, and that'll be everybody's.
Because they have an anti-stream snipe, but that just puts a white border around it where it says, put a block here.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it says on mine. It's just cover this half of with an overlay in OBS. And it's like, yeah, okay. Yeah. I will use the co-host as the block.
In true Canadian fashion, I am running late. Yeah, and then you're gonna bitch and blame it on us.
Wait a second. Being Canadian gives you no excuse for running late. I mean, there's a money difference. There's not a time difference. There is no exchange rate on time.
No, like I said, it's the maple syrup. It's sticky.
So are
See,
small
that would have been the
children.
smart move. If we were going to make demands of Canada and threaten their national product, we should have threatened the maple syrup reserve.
No. That might actually affect Trump.
Hold on. Is the second link working?
For me, yeah.
Okay, I didn't see. What the?
I don't see you
I
in
don't
the.
see you in the.
game?
Yeah.
Are we signing up already?
Yep.
It should have
well
just
then.
thrown you into the game.
Should have.
There we go.
Aha!
There, yeah.
Jeez, you guys. Rules.
We have rules.
Rules.
That's a
Do
weird
we have
word.
rules?
Balls.
I feel like we changed the rules depending on our mood that night. Some nights
It
were
is true.
offensive, some nights were not.
That is very true. Okay, so we can go ahead and start the game, and then gamers can drop in whenever
Yeah.
they want. So that's not a big deal. All right. Yay, and I'm the czar. First off, so yeah, today's starting topic, at least, it's not going to be the topic the whole show. I don't anticipate that. But yeah, the break between Trump and Elon.
We're going to be here for a while with that topic.
Yeah.
I just with the whole, everybody's like, oh no, they get along so well. They're just such great friends. It's like, really?
No,
Yeah.
we knew that Elon was just sucking dick to get clout and get things passed. And the moment it didn't show up his way,
And Trump was using Elon as a buffer. Well, I'm not the one that's cutting all these programs. I'm not the one. He's making suggestions, and then we're deciding. He's finding all this stuff. It's
I'm not in
me.
charge of that department. That's not me.
There was an
Yeah.
entire.
Trump didn't know how to do that. He just didn't know how. So he had Elon come in, and a 22-year-old dude that works at Taco Bell or something. Now he's running the. Anyway, Trump did not understand how to do that. That's why he brought in Elon, because Elon had the brains and the money. Well,
Had
kind
the
of
money.
brains.
He had the money.
He had the money.
Yeah, and now and I mean, you have two narcissistic, egotistical assholes who are only, who only like people when it benefits them. That all of a sudden they're not seeing a benefit from the other person. So now they're doing what they've always done and turning on each other. It's turning on one another. Like a perfect storm of how petty and asshole-ish can somebody be?
Oh shit!
Where do we start? Well, we can start
Did
with
you see
Trump.
who they're replacing him with?
What's that?
Did you see who's replacing Elon?
Is that the
No.
22-year-old? No, the 22-year-old is in charge of
It
the.
appears that Russell Vought, Trump's budget hawk and one of the chief architects of Heritage Foundation's Project 2025, is stepping in to become Doge's new chief. A self-described Christian nationalist.
Oh,
But 2025, that book doesn't exist.
yeah, we know nothing about it.
Is that what you brought up, Caden? Was the book? The book of 2025.
Yeah, the 2025
No.
project. That's who
Yeah,
wrote.
Project
Yeah.
2025, which they swore doesn't exist. It was just a rumor. It was a lie.
Okay.
And now I'm just. What I'm loving is the upcoming mental dichotomy. Okay. A few years ago, I was arguing with a Trumper, and he just said, Trump doesn't make mistakes. Answered with one thing. Trump appointed Fauci. Now this guy hated Fauci.
Yeah. We are going as far as the game too. So the autopsy results came in. The cause of death was blank.
I had so many good cards for it. My entire hand could have worked, but
Why
I chose the team most appropriate. Apropos? Whatever the fuck
I've
that
made
word
my
is.
choice, and I am ashamed and yet delighted. But we're going to be hearing people say, "Oh, Musk and Trump, like neither of them would ever make a mistake." Now these dual loyalists. Oh, I wish I'd screenshotted so many people back then.
Oh no, it has gotten people fighting one another. People that are backing Elon, people backing Musk, or backing Trump and backing Musk. They're just like, yeah, they're just like nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
It's turning into a slap fight.
Pretty much. All right,
Yeah.
let's see what we've got here. Killing a prostitute to get the money back. I'm not sure that would be a cause of death, but okay. Depends on whose death you're investigating. A musical salute to side boob. Cause of death was jacking off your bros. No gay stuff, just bros being bros. Dick jousting.
Wait, don't jack them off right after the protein binge.
Cause of death was dick jousting with Rudy Giuliani. I don't think that would result in death.
You know,
I mean-
you ever jousted with Rudy Giuliani? Sorry.
Giuliani's pretty aggressive, man.
Fair,
Not
but
that attitude.
or dick flavored lube. I'm gonna have to go with the just jacking off bros. The random bot. So random bot 2 already has.
Yeah, you're right, Olaf. It's because
Oh no.
death. So
And my black card is blank. My body is ready.
But yeah, apparently today the news came out that Trump is looking to offload and sell his
Tesla?
his Tesla. Yes. Okay,
That's
Ooh, what a threat.
why is
I'm
everybody
going to expose something we already knew. I'm going to sell my car.
like he's got so many debts to pay off. He's got to start selling something.
everybody is selling their Tesla.
Why
We're
is-
setting them on fire. We're setting someone else's Tesla on fire.
Yes, we can do that too. But, okay.
Ready, set the world on fire.
Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out why everybody's cam but Hayden's is frozen on the stream.
That's been happening. I just have to disable them and re-enable them.
Okay.
Oh, side
Or,
note.
in OBS, just hit properties and then switch the cam again.
And there we go.
Huh.
That's
Side
weird.
note. Side note.
No,
I'm
I
going to check
turned it
this. I'm going to check this right now. Borderlands 2 may be free.
At least it's the good Borderlands. The other good Borderlands.
Yep.
Borderlands 1 was amazing.
Yes, Nikon, your camera is. Yeah, looks like it's working. But yeah,
Yeah.
as far as our post-apocalyptic waste wander sorts of things, this looks like a good game to get if it's free.
All right.
Yeah, the only
Everything's been
thing not working now is Rasclin.
Okay, there we go.
And now it is Olaf.
There we go. Now mine's working. Yeah, for some reason it Discord took over priority and was like, "Hey, I'm going to just like close everything down." And then it was like, So then,
Yeah.
like, all the cameras froze. I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
What was
They
that
do that.
Cena thing or?
I
There's
just love the pose that Rask is currently stuck in.
Okay, I think yeah, there we go. Okay, everything's back up. All right, so yeah, blank, my potty is ready. I have too many that would
You know me. Pick the one that's going to make me cackle the hardest.
It is good we turn the timer off.
Yeah. Well, I
Mine is
figured
not- Sorry.
Between technical difficulties and us bitching about politics, we needed it.
yeah.
Mine's not doing a thing. Are we just waiting for somebody?
Oh, yeah,
or...
you're waiting for me.
Okay. Okay, because I forgot maybe I was not doing the thing
No, you did the thing.
because night kind of.
Do I go really dark or do I just go, mildly dark?
No. I told you. You know me. Pick what's going to make me cackle the hardest. Maybe we should make little PNGs of trophies that we can give to each other during streams. Like, you did the thing. You tried. Okay, let's see. Our choices are child molestation. My body is ready. Drinking all the water, or drinking all the hot tub water. Steaming hot lemonade. A banana slug sneaking into your anus. The smooth asses of babies. That one is horrifyingly vague.
Jesus, I think I should. I think I picked the wrong one. Like there's a very definitely a theme here.
Apparently. We can never go wrong with the fetish boat.
Cool. Okay. Yay.
Yes, it is I, the world's most dangerous villain, Baron Von Blank. Into your lies now.
Well, okay.
I just had to say it like that.
That sounds very very.
I've got 3 that would be hilarious, but I can't decide which one I want to hear him say the most.
Oh God, that's what we pick. What we pick to hear me say it now that my voice is recovered.
I was gonna say, like, all of my stuff is like horrendously long.
No, you know what? We're gonna stick with the political theme.
Be nosy.
Yes, it is I, the world's most dangerous supervillain, Baron Von Magical Mormon Underwear. Baron Von A Waste of Fucking Time. Baron Von Bullet Wounds. Okay, I kind of like that one. Baron Von Sex Positive People. I want to see that episode of Captain America. Baron Von A Mood Ruining Fart.
Baron Von Bullet Wound sounds like something you would find in an Alan Moore comic.
It does. And
Randobot gets
Roundabout
2.
too.
there we are.
Not fair when you give it the really good stuff.
Okay, I'm next.
Yep.
What gave me unforgiving, everlasting, flaming diarrhea?
It fits too well.
Oh,
Well, all
okay.
right.
Okay.
When you said fit too well,
What are you mumbling about? What were you saying, Rasclin?
I was saying when you say fit too well, because I was mouthing these things aloud, looking at them and going, oh, wait. And
All right. Everlasting flaming diarrhea. Kim Jong-un's stupid fucking haircut. getting your dick stuck in our ass and then contemplating your life, trusting a fart, and then instantly filling your pants with regret. But that's already happened. That's already everlasting diarrhea. Calling 911 to escalate a peaceful situation. Flaming diarrhea, a light switch that doesn't do a goddamn thing.
Apparently it does.
Everlasting diarrhea. Well, I mean, okay, we already did this, so. Oops. Okay.
Nah, see, I had the getting your dick stuck in her ass because it's like, yeah, it just fit too well. And that probably would cause it if you contemplated your entire goddamn life.
Oh, God. I have a blank. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It hurts, but I have to because it fits.
But in whose ass?
I have
Fucking
Auschwitz.
hell!
Auschwitz gone wild. I have huffing paint. I have everybody shut up. I have an erection. I have a yeast infection of the mouth. Or I have a woman.
That like
Oh,
woman?
God.
The whammons.
I gotta go with the oh, good
Damn
God.
it, the yeast infection of the mouth fit perfectly.
I have my blank.
Last night, I crossed blank off my bucket list.
Oh, God.
I love how we just drop topics so fucking quick. We're just like, nope, done.
All right, I'll go horrible. Why not?
It fits with the topic. Let's see. Last night, I crossed getting squeezed off by your mom's new boyfriend off my bucket list. I crossed a cyst the size of a grapefruit off my bucket list. Justin Bieber's naturally bald pubic area. Spreading a fetus on toast. An extra chromosome.
Oh.
We're going with this one.
Y'all. All y'all.
What do you mean all y'all? You're the one who just won a point by getting squeezed off by your mom's new boyfriend.
I
Oh,
mean, that's pretty.
If it wasn't for blank and a little bit of luck, I'd still be a virgin.
I do not apologize to you. I said what I
Neither do
said, and I mean it.
I mean, I don't mean it, but I do not apologize.
By the grace of the gods. Oh dear.
There is no grace to be had here, Nightkind.
No, there is not. There isn't. There isn't.
This is us actively putting the grace on the table and being like, watch that for a while.
If it wasn't for a very demanding child and a Burger King clown and a little bit of luck, I'd still be a virgin. A Disney original.
A Burger King clown. Okay.
Round.
If it wasn't for assless burkas and a little bit of luck, I'd still be a virgin. If it
Wow.
wasn't for yaks with ball gags and a little bit of luck, I'd
I'm sorry, what was
still
that
be a
comment there, that guy?
virgin. If it wasn't for sitting on Daddy's lap and a little bit of luck, I'd still be a virgin. Oh my God. If it wasn't for the diaper-esque smell of Burger King fries, I'd still be a virgin. Okay, I'm going to go with the most horrible.
We have a Burger King thing going tonight.
I mean,
I just had to play the assless burkas.
a few of these could coincide here.
Nightkind, you're winning on the incest
You
ticket
could
tonight.
be sitting in Daddy's lap wearing an assless burqa inside a Burger King.
Yeah,
This is an option.
and could be
Okay.
the relentless child.
With your
Yeah.
crown.
Okay. My New Year's resolution is to stop blank.
You know what? I'm gonna be nice.
Why?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's wrong with you?
Because I don't want to disparage her as a parent.
Okay, New Year's resolution, peeps, is to stop Pedo Bear's Arabian cousin, Normal Bear.
Oh.
Resolution is to stop pistol whipping a family of penguins. Who's mean? That's mean. You don't be mean. Oh,
Apparently
dear,
we do.
Oh, fuck, you guys. Okay, language, sorry. New Year's resolution is to
We're
stop.
playing this and you're worried about fuck?
Well, because, I don't want the whole entire channel to get busted, and next thing you know, we're all standing in the corner with a box of pencils saying, buy my pencils. New Year's, because we're all getting paid right now. New Year's resolution is to stop parking like an asshole. Ass play. Rasclin.
Not me.
No, you're not. You're not the one that. Okay, never mind. I lied. News
I feel like he played penguins.
I tell stories and I shouldn't. Okay. New Year's resolution is to stop.
Damn, am I good or am I good?
You did have me pegged. But that was also the next joke.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, that's the ass
sounds like you
play.
like pegging.
Oh, great. Sure. Give me the video game one. Video games taught me important lessons about blank.
You know what? You did play Postal.
I did.
So this is not going to be my usual fare, but it is going to make sense.
Video games taught me important lessons about a successful Dutch oven. Important lessons about the sense of connection you after discovering you take the psychiatric medicines. Important lessons about the sweatshop worker who committed suicide for your iPhone. Important lessons important lessons about the skin flute, the pork candle, and the infamous Chris McNulty. Taught me important lessons about being raped to sleep by dick wolves. No. I do not count Second Life as being a video game.
I mean, I said Postal, so...
I'm gonna go with the successful Dutch oven.
No, okay.
Randobot number 2. Jeez.
See, I get
Randobot knows you, man.
from that because I actually went out and bought a Dutch oven that I make pizzas in.
Wait a minute. What? Excuse me.
You gotta love when a word has two different meanings.
Yep.
Tell me, when you make the pizza in the Dutch oven, does it taste funny?
It tastes angry.
Tastes like that.
I imagine it would be. Blank has become a part of my daily routine. Speaking of which,
You're forgetting something about your daily routine?
no. Speaking about pizza,
Okay, I do not want to. I that did not look right in the least.
I have a mini fridge next to my desk.
Okay. Well, see, that's better because all we saw was like you with the desk
know.
about camera edge about
Leaning
here, just
down.
being like, yoink. It's like,
I keep the pizza in my pants.
did you heat that with the Dutch oven?
No, just ball heat.
Okay, the dogs are going to lose their mind in 3, 2, 2.5. Never mind. It's just somebody walking across the street.
Okay. David Hasselhoff has become part of my daily routine. Killing babies with a flamethrower has become part of my daily routine. A fistathon. A breakfast sausage with serious emotional problems. Shitting mittens, a pair of gloves you wear when you take a dump. Okay then. Unfortunately, ever since watching Kung Fury,
Boy, Roundobot over here.
Right?
The crime, blank. The punishment, blank. Enter your tomfoolery now.
Whoopsie.
This is not gonna be pretty.
Oh, Grotto is here.
Oh, wait. I did that wrong. Did I do that right? Okay. So,
It's Cards Against Humanity.
You're
There are no
picking two.
right answers.
So first,
Okay.
1 is the crime, 2 is the punishment.
and I'm being surprisingly nice still.
Why?
That is surprising.
Do you feel okay?
No. It's all about timing. I'm waiting to use the worst card for better moment.
Okay.
The crime, using religion to justify your shitty opinions. The punishment, no less than 10 cups. The crime,
You say the Hail Marys during or before?
I would assume after, but it's because you're full of grace at that point. The crime,
Sure.
corpse munging. What the fuck is munging?
Let me look that up.
I
The
don't think we
punishment,
want to
the
know.
the NAACP. Wow. The crime, Beetleborgs, the Kmart Power Rangers. I can't believe that came up in conversation for me yesterday. The punishment, a horribly disfigured baby resulting from cloning experiments using equipment cleaned with scientists' spit. The crime, Choir Boys. The punishment, dissolving in a barrel of acid. The crime, having a bloodhound smell my dick to find my missing daughter. Oh. The punishment, never being able to look my dog in the eyes again.
Okay, come on.
The crime, explaining the rug burns on your 7-year-old daughter's forehead to the preacher. The punishment, Florida finally getting what it deserves. I'm sorry, we have to go with Olav's dog fetish here.
Absolutely.
I mean, those
What
two
is it
just
with you
work.
and canines, man?
Those two just work too well together.
They really did, yes.
So I'm sensing that we have a thing against religion here.
Possibly.
Uh-huh.
I say this is a religious person. Religion can bite me.
And hello there,
In
gamers.
several ways.
Hello. The last round I played random cards because I was still setting up my mic, so I was like, ah, shit.
Oh, there is no timer. There is no timer. So.
Oh, shit. I should have realized that. All right.
So we
Oh,
should
well.
get-
I played shit cards, apparently.
Well, Roundobot is going to give you some cards. So, because Roundobot is apparently winning at this point. So, all right. Are you ready, everybody?
Oh, let's see here. What are we doing? What is it?
Waiting on the old man.
Waiting for Gamer.
No, I've already played.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it hasn't been read out yet. That's why I was like, huh? Wait, what? Huh? What? Oh, let's hear.
You guys are so
Did you know
pretty.
the word love comes from an old English word that means?
Hey, where's my turn?
This
Because
is your turn.
you're
You're the
the
czar.
You're the czar.
I know I was taking too long, so okay.
Wow.
Go ahead, read your fate.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, dog signal is in my right now. Oh. 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 Oh.
Do you need us to read this out?
Here. Here. There.
I can do it if you want.
Nah, she already copped out with a queef.
I came up with a new dance move. I call it blank.
So I can play to your nerd. I can play to your and I's specific brand of humor. Or I can go for the absolutely, utterly random.
I'm not going to guide you on this. You have to decide.
I'm going to go with this one.
Where's
I
my-
came up with a new dance move. I call it a precision strike drone strike. I call it a filthy Sundanese hospital. I call it gays, butt pirates, rectal rangers, fanny bandits. I call it becoming a cop to shoot black people for sport. Ooh, wow. I call it getting in a car, going to your local polling place, and standing in line to vote for Jill fucking Stein. I call it huge wobbly meat curtains. I'm gonna have to go with the Ukrainian route.
Something about it. I was just like, yep, that sounds like it would win.
It's pretty fitting for recent occurrences.
Yeah. Last night, I used blank as lube. It didn't end well.
Alright, while you guys do that, I've already played my card. I'm just gonna link this video, or this stream to my friends.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Hmm.
Last night, I used donut penis as lube. It didn't end well. Sounds delicious, though. Last night, I used an old man hiding in the closet as lube. It didn't end well. Last night, I used all the Neopets you left forever, starving and dying as lube.
But
It
never
didn't end
die.
well.
Neopets
And dying,
never
they're
die.
actively, they just
No.
don't ever finish.
Neopets never
I own
die.
several of these. Last night, I used moonshine as lube. It didn't end well. Last night, I used finding the droids you were looking for as lube. It didn't end well.
which one of you guys did that?
Last night, I used little boys as lube. It didn't end well. That's probably a rando bot if it's not gamers.
It's not me! Shut the hell up! Listen, just because I'm Canadian... Jesus.
The fuck is it up to 6? We're being beaten by discount AI.
See, that was Night Kite.
What?
What?
The little
What was it?
boys.
That wasn't.
That's what it
Really?
said.
Then why'd it come up as your name?
No, that was the rando bot that won that one.
Yeah, he won that
No,
one,
no,
but
no.
the little
It said
boys
who
card
played little
was...
boys.
Stupid
Apparently, she
red
dissociated.
bot. Suck. Dumb roundabot.
Oh, I need to pick my next card. Derp.
You need to read your card.
Oh, shit. Alright, Nike has spent millions of dollars on their new tagline, just blank.
Read everything.
Like, just
Why regret anything?
Nike has spent millions of dollars on their new tagline, just festive raccoons. Nike has spent millions of dollars on their new tagline, just getting split up the taint by a log splitter. Nike has spent millions of dollars on their new tagline, just overweight cosplayers. Nike has spent millions of dollars on their new tagline, just autofellatio. Nike has spent millions of dollars on their new tagline, just spanking a 12-year-old boy because he did everything right. And Nike has spent millions of dollars on their new tagline, just setting someone on fire at Burning Man. Oh my god.
Like Nike would ever be caught dead at Burning Man.
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
That's depressing.
I gotta go with that one.
I mean, yeah.
Synonymous would just do it. Give me liberty or give me blank.
Nope. I gotta do it. It's finally this card's time to shine.
I believe you mean to suck all the life out of the room.
Oh no.
Give me liberty or give me masturbating face to face with a friend. The first one to come has to finish the other one off. Give me liberty or give me two chicks at the same time, man. Give me liberty or give me a mouthful of bovine afterbirth. Give me liberty or give me gas station sushi. So it's the bovine afterbirth again. Give me liberty or give me a full load. Give me liberty or give me plagiarizing a suicide note.
Damn, these answers are American.
Yep, that was the most American right there.
The pescatarian showed up.
Please don't think shame. Please don't kink shame me for liking blank.
I regret everything.
I regret nothing.
Chicken, Rask.
You haven't seen what I played yet.
Okay, do you know who you're playing with, and do you know what game we are playing?
I do.
Don't kink shame me. for
Wow, I
liking
thought this was Reagan for a second.
a dragon.
No, Reagan.
Oh,
What?
don't kink shame me for liking coating your mouth with Ronald McDonald's special sauce. Does it come with pickles?
He comes pickles.
I guess that's an alcoholic or something if he's already been pickled.
Ronald actually comes ice cream, but the reason it's always broken is because he has ED.
Soft serve, you can't get it, it's always... Okay, don't kink shame me for a rapist mime doing unspeakable things to you. That's boring.
Well, he's not very unspeakable, is he?
No, okay, but that's a kink shame. You don't kink shame me for that. Don't kink shame me for liking a solution in search of a problem. Kink shame me for liking some bearded, granola munching hipster cockwad
What?
who wears stocking caps in the summer.
That's
Okay.
oddly specific.
We're not kink shaming.
It is.
Okay?
It's very specific.
I'm not king shaming. I'm just saying I smell some trauma there.
Kink shame me for liking wholesome Pornhub comments. Do they exist?
No.
No, they do. I've seen it. Like, you'll go under some of the worst videos, and they'll be like, "This woman looks very nice. She looks like she'd make a great teacher."
Hey, we don't kink shame around here. Don't kink shame me for liking wrapping a squirrel in duct tape and using it as a fleshlight.
Which
Okay,
end?
we need to answer right now. Which end of the squirrel does the dick go in?
See, me and Rask, same wavelength. Which end?
Hey, where did you wrap the tail? Was it over the back or
No, I
around
think
the
you
side?
keep the tail out because
Yeah,
that gives you a nice little.
Yeah, you just let it flop around so that, you know, depending
Yeah,
on how
because
you're
you
using it, you know, you've got that little tail
upside
just...
down. It gives you a nice little taint massage.
You gotta get the tail out because you need something to wipe yourself with.
I was
You
going
guys
to
are thinking way too hard about this guy.
Look, something there.
Okay, no, there's no
evil
thinking. That's
genius,
the
and
problem. We're
that's
such
what the
degenerates.
tail
We've already
comes in.
figured this out.
Literally.
We're not aiming for. I gotta do this.
Okay, now hold on. Before we move on, Olaf, tell us about the trauma.
Oh, no, there's no trauma. It was just so damn specific that it's like, yeah, that's...
That was awesome. Okay,
I'll inflate your blank.
Infiltrate.
Or I'll infiltrate.
Okay, this sounds like
Words
such a
are-
vague yet weird threat. I can see you actually saying it on stream.
Now I'm curious.
Oh, look, see, Gas agrees. You keep the tail free because it's a good tickler.
I'll infiltrate your sleazy massage parlors. I mean, I've done that in several games. I'll infiltrate your diseased wharf rats. I'll infiltrate your homeopathic remedies. I'll infiltrate your O-face. I'll infiltrate Burmese kids playing soccer in a minefield. That sounds
Wow.
just wrong. I'll infiltrate your sock puppet. I'll infiltrate you using a sock puppet as a cock puppet.
Googly eyes have never been filled with more regret.
Infiltrating disease wharf rats, isn't that just Dishonored?
I don't think you really infiltrate them. I gotta go with
You possess them in order to get them to skitter around. Is that not infiltrating?
Yeah.
Men get turned on by blank. Inflate might be funnier. No, inflate leads to a whole different fetish.
Kinda true.
Men get turned on by Curious George. I'm gonna save the second one for last because I need my voice. Men get turned on by a funky ball of tits from outer space. Men get turned on by mom's ability to take a cock. Men get turned on by the bearded man in your crack. Men get turned on by absinthe. And of course, men get turned on by God!
You guys have all the good cards. Here I am. No good cards.
The funny thing is that at least 4 of those do in fact describe James D. Kirk.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Hey, Randobot 1 finally got another point.
All right, Hannibal Lecter may have a taste for human flesh, but he also has a taste for blank. Hannibal Lecter may have a taste for human flesh, but he also has a taste for eating out a cum-filled whore. Hannibal Lecter may have a taste for human flesh, but he also has a taste for Beyblade. Hannibal Lecter may have a taste for human flesh, but he also has a taste for an empty, neutered ballsack. Hannibal Lecter may have a taste for human flesh, but he also has a taste for a water buffalo filled with buffalo sauce. Hannibal Lecter may have a taste for human flesh, but he also has a taste for a lumpy period. And finally, Hannibal Lecter may have a taste for human flesh, but he also has a taste for dick splitters.
So 4 of these were he has a taste for human flesh, but also for
What
human
was
flesh
that?
to the left.
What? I had to play one.
No, not that. The sputtering.
Yeah.
When I read it. Ah, okay. Fair enough. I guess that one wins. All right.
I added a few. I added 4 more sounds to our soundboard on Discord.
I noticed.
Blank gave me AIDS.
Let's just go full on bad comedy.
If anyone wanted to play Ronald Reagan, this was the time.
Unfortunately, I don't have Reagan in my hand. I do have another 80s joke, though.
I mean, that's pretty good that you don't have Reagan in your hand. I mean, been dead for a while. Kind of gooey.
Could be the
I'm
spitting
pretty
image.
sure he'd be a skeleton by now.
Joe Biden getting his freak on gave me AIDS. Oh man, you can't trust those aviator sunglasses. That bitch Carol Baskin gave me AIDS. Okay, damn it. A moist, creamy vaginal secretion gave me AIDS. This is AIDS being sold late night on infomercial at this point. Socially acceptable genocide gave me AIDS. There is
I
no
thought we
good
said
word.
we didn't have Reagan.
Dropping the soap gave me AIDS. Yep. Oh my God.
Oh wow.
I'm not gonna read that one out loud.
Oh,
Would you like me
wow.
to?
Go ahead.
Monopoly,
We have
aka
found my border.
Jumanji.
Damn it though. Yep. I don't even watch.
I figured you'd
Tiger
do it when
King.
you got the Tiger King reference.
Yeah, it's like I don't even watch the show, and it's like,
Is Nightkind signaling for help? I think she went silent again.
yeah, your mic died.
You're muted.
No, she's muted. She's muted herself. There you go.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you are the card czar this time, Knight.
Okay. Blank a day keeps the doctor away.
I mean, technically yes, but
Are you having a quandary of whether or not you should actually be factually accurate?
I mean, it's one of those. Well, I mean, no, that's more likely to cause it. That's going to cause it. That's gonna get you all the doctors.
Are you thinking too hard, Rasclin?
A little bit.
Staring at the cards until words are meaningless again?
Also adjusting some of my screen so I can see everyone plus the game at the same time.
I'm like,
There we go.
My light is super funky. I need to set up my ring light. Not now, but okay.
God. Okay, so we have a Civil War reenactment gone horribly wrong. A day keeps the doctors away.
I was reading that. I'm sorry, you didn't. I'm sorry. Something a day, a colloidal. mixture of blood, cum, and the tears of orphan twins a day. Acting like a goddamn adult? Abso-fucking-lutely. A load so hot you feel it all the way down. Doctors wouldn't even like that. Harvesting the organs of the homeless. And an extra large can of Bone Bashful brand chinchilla pudding sauce. Who has the barf emoji on that one?
Is that now we have to clarify, is that pudding sauce made for chinchillas or made of chinchillas?
With a name like Bone Bashful, I'm gonna guess it's made of chinchillas.
Chinchillas. Okay. Something keeps something a day. Keeps them from the income and tears and orphan twins.
Why does it have to be specifically twins? That's my question.
I don't know.
Double your money.
Like, if it's just a singular orphan, does it just not work?
Well, they have to test one against the other.
Jesus' guilty pleasure was blank. Hayden did not take long to pick his. Jesus' guilty pleasure was some punk-ass little bitch. Jesus' guilty pleasure was strangling homeless people. I kind of find that hard to believe. Jesus' guilty pleasure was faith in mankind.
It's not a guilty pleasure if you go around yelling about it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But okay, Jesus' guilty pleasure was snorting OxyClean. I could actually kind of see that. Jesus' guilty pleasure was tasting your daughter's lip gloss on your husband's cock.
They had lip gloss back then?
Or Jesus' guilty pleasure was blasphemy. I'm gonna have to go with gonna have to go with blasphemy.
The actual biblical answer.
Right? It's like, come on, yeah. You know that at some time he was just, Dad, damn it, Dad, what the hell were you thinking?
He probably sat there in the mirror for a while going, wait a minute, if I take my name in vain, does that still count? The next Doctor Who spinoff is going to be called blank. Put your wish list now.
I just want it to be known we've given up the political conversation entirely because I think everything, no matter how horrible the card we draw here is far less depressing than the state of the world.
That's what I'm saying. We knew we were going to get angry, so we're like, you know what? We've mentioned it. It's been talked about. Topic fulfilled. Fuck you.
Well,
we're going to have fun.
Also, we talked about it last week as far as like doing just like maybe just doing a month of game night, of like random game nights. So.
True, yeah, we did say we want to do just like a month of game night.
I would not mind that as I missed the last game night, so.
Yeah.
So did I. I wasn't here last week.
Yeah. I made it for an hour and then my voice said, go to bed.
Yeah. You know, it kind of works out. We ended leverage on my channel last week, so we can do whatever we want.
You have to join us in leverage.
That's why you sent me the link. Because you made a character for me.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Gas Giants, 2 girls, 1 Dalek.
Yeah, that would have won if it had been a car.
Yeah.
The next Doctor Who spinoff is going to be called Area 69. No, that's Torchwood. The next Doctor Who spinoff is going to be called An Uncontrollable Pants-Shitting Rage. That'd be 9, wouldn't it? It's going to be called Chode Runner. A jar of strychnine poisoning and a little ingenuity. That's definitely Tennant's Doctor. Dutch Vanderlyn. We just need more money, author. Like a horse, but not. I could take that several ways. But we're not
Only
going
if you
there.
stretch first.
We're gonna go with
A damn robot.
But, okay, that works. Who better to win a Doctor Who question than a robot?
That time you got drunk and accidentally told your boss about your blank fetish.
All right, we'll play that one. Why not?
Do you realize that we all get 3 blank cards that we can write whatever we want on, right?
I'm not that
That-
smart.
That time you got drunk and accidentally told your boss about your collection of used condoms you found behind Denny's fetish. Okay. That time you got drunk and accidentally told your boss about your killing your own parents to become Batman fetish. That time you got drunk and accidentally told your boss about your fisting your own asshole fetish. That time you got drunk and accidentally told your boss about your bionicle fetish. That time you got drunk and accidentally told your boss about your offensive 9/11 jokes fetish. And that time you got drunk and accidentally told your boss about your having the painters in fetish.
Offensive 9/11 jokes fetish. So when you fraught, is that the Twin Towers?
Oh my god.
See,
Oh, that's
only
fucking
a
terrible.
Klingon can have a successful Twin Towers 9/11 fetish.
Yeah, you know, I gotta give it to that one because that one was pretty funny.
Damn, Randobot knows us.
Right? These bots are kicking our ass.
If I hear blank one more time, I'm going to punch a baby.
Shameful. Okay, Gas thinks it's shameful that a couple of robots are kicking our ass.
I mean, it kind of is. We need to be worse people than robots.
We can vote them off.
We're getting warmed up. It's only the first round.
Yeah.
All right. If I hear one more oil rig explosions, if I hear oil rig explosions one more time, I'm going to punch a baby. If I hear squirting porn one more time, I'm going to punch a baby. Might make one too. If I hear the unrealistic expectations that porn sets for after-school detentions one more time, I'm going to punch a baby. Well, that's just sex ed class right there. If I hear accidentally sexting your mother one more time, I'm going to punch a baby. If I hear the morally bankrupt one more time, I'm going to punch a baby. If I hear telling your parents you two met at church, not on collarspace.com, one more time, I'm going to punch a baby. Well, that's just a kink now, isn't it?
Okay, somebody
That's an
tell
actual
this
website.
lonely girl what collar space is. Is it just a made up something?
I just found it. It is an actual website.
Okay. You're gonna have to tell me.
Although it
about
looks like it was stuck in 1997.
That's why I don't understand it. Okay.
It's like
Although
MySpace, but
there are
works.
Many interesting sea creatures at the Georgia Aquarium. The exhibit on blank is getting all of the attention these days. Randobot, you guys.
Yeah, they like pick instantly.
They pick before we even get the question.
Hey, Olaf, you were pretty right there too, so I think you were right there with the Randobots. I mean, not that I'm watching. Maybe interesting sea creatures at the Georgia Aquarium. The exhibit on penis paraffiner. I don't have my glasses. Penis paraphernalia? Is that what I'm reading?
Paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia. That's my no glasses pose. The exhibit on truffle butter is getting all the attention these days. Emptying what you thought was a bottle of water onto your crotch, only to find it is actually acid. Aquarium exhibit on a blow-up sex doll that really likes you, but just wants to be friends. Disguising a fart with a cough. And I'm just going to do this. Getting all the exhibit on samurai. Did I say that?
Samurai.
Samurai? Okay. The Japanese whale from SeaWorld.
The blow-up sex doll that really likes you but just wants to be friends. I mean, if we had gotten those AI sex dolls, that's exactly what would have happened.
These days, one that I can't see.
Yay, penis paraphernalia.
Wait,
Did
again?
we already get this one? You got this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I
this
got this last time.
Definitely a repeat.
You know what?
Can I
It
click
just
this?
means that we
Okay.
have a chance to make it funnier.
No, I can. No, it's changed. I can change it. Nope. Okay.
There we go.
All right. Drop the kids off, call in sick, then hurry home to enjoy blank.
You know what? The same answer that I was going to play still works.
I'm concerned at this.
It's funny you should have mentioned Second Life so early.
All right. So what do we got here? Drop the kids off, call in sick, then hurry home to enjoy an inflatable bondage sarcophagus. Drop the kids off, call in sick, then hurry home to enjoy optional lumbar support. Okay, having worked in warehouses for a good portion of my life, that sounds delightful.
I would love to have lumbar support in this desk chair right now.
Drop the kids off, call in sick, then hurry home to enjoy killing 50 bugs at once by hitting an Ethiopian in the face with a shovel. Jesus. Drop the kids off, call in sick, then hurry home to enjoy a Doctor Who body pillow.
Of who?
Where's the
I
problem?
assume Sarah Jane.
Are you calling me old there, Ras?
No, I'm calling me old.
Drop the kids off, call in sick, then hurry home to enjoy a Serbian film. Or drop the kids off, call in sick, then hurry home to enjoy waterborne Muslim. I am going to have to go with the real one, and yeah, lumbar support.
Yeah.
This Ranobot is
Would a
kicking our
rose
ass.
body pillar be too dangerous?
That's not. Oh, that might be better.
The-
I can't.
Yeah, that's
No.
not bad.
Okay.
The cause of most divorces is likely a result of blank. Our divorcees should have great answers.
Do I go disturbing or do I go realistic?
Go real. The cause of most divorces is likely a result of using a push pop as a sex toy, getting hot dogged by a mall Santa, unaccredited cosmetology school, exploring my sexuality, not being able to hear your porno because your parents are doing it too loud in the other room, batting for both sides. All of these are real.
I'm not sure about the cause for divorce not being able to hear your porno because your parents are doing it too loud in the other room.
That's because you were born in the 80s. I'm a millennial. I know people who have gotten divorced because of that.
Let's not talk about being born in the 80s, please.
I was born in the 70s, thank you.
As was I.
You know what? I was being nice and aging you down. But this is Cards Against, so we got to go with like the weirdest. So we're just gonna go with the hot dogs by Mall Santa. Because did he find you doing it backstage, or did she find you doing it backstage, or was it just on his lap?
I would figure it would just be on his lap.
On his lap with the kids watching. And
Are we
I'm-
fine for another? If I switch, am I allowed to switch cards to another card,
I think so.
or is that
Yeah.
something you do?
Yeah, I think you can hit. There should be an X in the
Okay.
upper corner
Yeah,
there.
I want to go.
Okay.
I hate the double cards ones. I fucking can't stand them. Jesus. All right, here we go. As a licensed sex practitioner for over 25 years, I have helped thousands of patients achieve the impossible, all with the aid of blank.
I could have easily played low-hanging fruit, but that is, in fact, low-hanging fruit.
Wow, this is a yawn fest for me. Good gravy.
You can dump your hand.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm gonna do that.
Tickle me elmo.
All right, as a licensed sex practitioner for over 25 years, I have helped thousands of patients achieve the impossible, all with the aid of Mel Gibson, starring in a movie called What Women Want, and finding out that it's not an old angry anti-Semite who's obsessed with Jesus. Wow. As a licensed sex practitioner for over 25 years, I have helped thousands of patients achieve the impossible, all with the aid of the mysterious blue water in mini golf courses. As a licensed sex practitioner for over 25 years, I have helped thousands of patients achieve the impossible, all with the aid of Jenga, the 9/11 edition. Oh man. As a licensed sex practitioner for over 25 years, I have helped thousands of patients achieve the impossible, all with the aid of Netflix and chloroform. As a licensed sex practitioner for over 25 years, I've helped thousands of patients achieve the impossible, all with the aid of Gilbert Gottfried's cum face. And as a licensed sex practitioner for over 25 years, I have helped thousands of patients achieve the impossible, all with the aid of Italian ice cream.
Sweet.
Or Italian sweet cream, sorry, my bad.
I have a question. For the past 25 years, did that Netflix and chloroform have a long refractory period, considering it was a DVD service?
Get them by the postal box.
With every exchange of DVDs, you get a new bottle of chloroform.
There you go.
It was the only way some people could enjoy NBC series. So
Actually, I think they had that on one of those. It wasn't Criminal Minds, but it was like one of those type shows where the guy actually chose his victims by what they got in their Netflix.
damn. Blank is better than blank. I actually do like double cards.
Ring light next time. Seriously. This is bullshit. Sorry, I interrupted.
Playmaker.
There we go.
I just want to get these two out of my hand.
Sometimes that's all you want.
Oh,
There's no time limit. Take a breath.
I don't want you guys grouchy now.
We're not gonna grouch at you.
If anything, we might applaud you if you make it horrible enough.
So here's. I need to redo my cards. Okay.
$69ing a dirty vagina is better than forgetting to check your privilege. That's today's moral lesson. Just doing hand stuff because you're waiting to turn 13 to have sex is better than apologizing for having a boner. Well, that's a weird lesson.
That's way too real, though.
You know those that I've only seen the first episode, but you know that Fallout show where they were saying, "Oh no, we only stuck to cousin stuff." That's what this is making me think of. Limbless naked jello wrestling is better than the ingenious use of a baguette. Dressing as yourself for Halloween is better than giving a walrus a hand job for science. Look, that's an SCP entry waiting to happen, okay?
No, isn't that just the plot of Tusk?
Shitting a shuriken is better than the piercing gaze of the Burger King. Okay, yes, facts. I've seen that gaze, that soulless gaze, that uncanny gaze. ASL rap battles is better than the familiar taste of semen. Look, this is coming dangerously close to kink shaming.
Does anybody remember those commercials in the 90s where the king literally woke up in your bed next to you?
That was
Yeah.
more recently than the 90s, wasn't it?
I don't know. Was that the 90s? Or
I think it was
the
late
2000s?
90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I think it was the 2000s. Yeah. Okay. And I hate having to do this, but this is funny in a more you know way. So well constructed, Kate.
Okay. I'm so sorry we can't make this work. I can never lose another person as much as I love blank.
This is going to be more for me and Olav, but everybody will get the reference.
I hate this one. It's only a little. I can't even see it. Sorry, we can't make this. I can never love another person as much as I love.
Look, what the
We
Parkinson's
still
does
just
to
take
that
turns
man.
on who starts reading her cards.
Okay, you guys know. You guys know. Come on.
Damn, NordVPN lost?
Donald Trump drowning.
Yeah, gotta admit
Yep.
that. Yeah.
I am now the worst human.
No. Not by a long shot.
No. In
He's
this
still
game,
alive.
I have the most cards, therefore I am the worst person.
Calm down, dear. It's only blank.
It's actually weird that you and I are tied at 3, Olav.
Oh, jeez.
Especially since
We
up
usually
till
have more
recently you
cards
were
today.
only 1.
Oh dear. Decisions. All right, not my first, but okay.
Calm down, dear. It's only the moment when the shit hits the fan. Hits the second fan. Calm down, dear. It's only 3.7 billion women. Calm down, dear. It's only taking a man-sized dump in your friend's litter box to make him think his cat is seriously ill. Calm down, dear. It's only anime. Calm down, dear. It's only Kurt Cobain's shotgun.
Said to Courtney Love.
Calm down, dear. It's only sex in your mouth.
Also said to Courtney Love.
You knew exactly what I was going to say.
Yes.
I figured that was probably who it was. Figured it was probably one of the 2 random bots, but
Coming soon from Pixar.
ooh.
So if and when we start up leverage again, are we going to keep a sign with Olaf's correct pronunciation behind us?
I don't know.
Coming soon from Pixar, 12 years worth of dried semen crust. The suffocating stank of an Ethiopian slum orgy. Carmen Sandiego's clitoris, but where is it? Two sluts ping pong my dong. You missed a word. If it had been two sluts ping pong my ding dong, it would have worked so much better. Hot skinless sex and a brazen bull. Steamy lesbian sex. Those are the same card.
Skinless.
I gotta go with that.
Skinless. Yay! It didn't go to Roundobot.
All right. You're not a part of the in crowd unless you've had experience with blank.
I do not apologize for being so quick
I
on
was
the draw
gonna go
with this one.
sneaky, but it doesn't work unless it's Rask or Olaf playing.
I'm concerned about that.
You're not a part of the in crowd unless you've had experience with the famous Mr. Ed. You're not a part of the in crowd unless you've had experience with Top Kick. You're not a part of the in crowd unless you've had experience with that one sex position where you're both men. You're not a part of the in crowd unless you've had experience with T-posing to assert dominance. You're not a part of the in crowd unless you've had experience with using a plunger handle as a dildo in an emergency. And finally, you're not a part of the in crowd unless you've had experience with wanking with a handful of razor blades.
Oh, by the.
Wow.
So Freddy Krueger's part of the in crowd?
They're all so good. Damn it. They're all really good. I'm going to have to go with this one, though, because, ow. Is this the bot? Oh,
Nope,
it's
that's
Olaf.
me.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
God. A bot stopped winning. God.
A fortune teller told me I will live a life filled with blank.
I do not apologize.
Since we're supposed to be. Well, not supposed to be, but.
So Gas says, knowing Pixar, they eventually will make a movie called Coming Soon. And then they'll make the porn parody of it.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like that's the point where they're just like, you know what, fuck it, let's just we're gonna make the porn parodies real easy.
I want to know who's going to do that animation.
A
And how
fortune
they're
teller told
Actually,
I will live a life filled with teaching a woman the meaning of the word respect. I will live a life filled with tiny child balls. I will live a life filled with an accidental facial. I will live a life filled with the trump card. I will live a life filled with painal. Is painal what I think it is?
painful anal, yes.
Okay. A fortune teller told me I will live a life filled with walking around with an undeserved sense of accomplishment. But then we already said the trump card. I'm making a horrible joke.
Some days you just need to break out the die.
Don't let Roundobot.
Hmm?
Don't let Roundobot get it.
I mean, personal attacks also work.
Don't forget to write down my new email address. Blank at blank.com.
Oh, this one's not going to be pretty.
New email address. Teasing zoo animals at feeding a baby dolphin into a wood chipper. New address and apartment fire at azure.com.
That last one.
New email address, Dr. Jellyfinger at the Ethiopian Space Program. Some more schnapps and Georgia O'Keeffe. Hey, if the shoe fits. Chasing waterfalls at the Challenger Expo.
Wow.
Did they take a shower on board? No, they just washed up on shore. Dora the Explorer at being tied spread eagle in a 4-poster bed. I'm going to write down my new email address. Okay, it was close one.
Oh, look, you gave it to Randobot.
Yeah, Randobot didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did. It didn't win the game, but it won the card.
Well, you know what? Let's vote to dump Randobot.
Can we? Oh, yeah, we can kick him. Boop.
Oh yeah, we can kick both Randobots and just keep us.
I suppose we could do that. Fuck you. Jesus,
outta here.
Why am I getting all the Jesus cards?
Because you look like Jesus? I don't know.
Jesus' second coming was real, but he abandoned humanity after he witnessed blank.
I'm gonna go real for this one.
Jesus' second coming was real, but he abandoned humanity after he witnessed pictures of you drinking a cocktail, skydiving, and rock climbing. All at once?
It's
Like,
grim.
am I like skydiving down onto a cliff and just like starting to climb up? Like, geez. Sounds painful.
The cocktail's in one of those hats, I assume. You know, the beer hat.
Yeah, probably. You know, vodka in one side, lemonade on the other. Jesus' second coming was real, but he abandoned humanity after he witnessed letting her farts blow into your eager mouth. Jesus' second coming was real, but he abandoned humanity after he witnessed strumming one out.
Mighty Boosh reference.
Jesus' second coming was real, but he abandoned humanity after he witnessed asking for a third refill of communion wine on a Sunday morning. Man. Allergens are out tonight. Good gods.
So, if the communion wine is Jesus's blood and he was there to witness it, was he on tap?
I mean,
Where
that's a
was the
good
milk?
question. No, I think that one would. I think the first one would be about
To be
right.
honest, Gas was right. Was rooting for Randobot.
But you
Well, then
said
you
it
know,
was a
friend of ours,
shame
get out of
that
here.
you said that it was a shame that we were losing to.
And the Grinch's blank drew 3 sizes that day. If I see one easy dick joke, it'll probably win.
Oh, man. There's nothing.
But it was an entertaining shame, spoken like the party slut.
Right?
Shit, it doesn't really... Okay.
And the Grinch's getting a BJ from a ventriloquist dummy grew 3 sizes that day. Spiky torture device that makes a pretty good ball scratcher. Great balls of fire. Mysterious pill from the internet that might make your dick bigger. Like, only one of these actually works anatomically, but I gotta go with this one.
Yay, it wasn't audible.
I mean, yeah, I'd hope the things that we just kicked from the game didn't we?
Yeah.
If people wouldn't be so quick to judge, I would give blank to the person on my left in a heartbeat.
That'll work.
Okay. If people wouldn't be so quick to judge, I would give a mouth so sensitive it can feel the sperm wiggling to the person on my left in a heartbeat. If people wouldn't be so quick to judge, I would give a tumor filled with teeth and eyes to the person on my left in a heartbeat. If people wouldn't be so quick to judge, I would give a 10-minute shit on company time to the person on my left in a heartbeat. And if people wouldn't be so quick to judge, I would give ghost babies to the person on my left in a heartbeat.
So from left to right, we have a furry, a worshiper of Gnarliktep, a union worker, and just weirdo.
Casper.
The
Apparently.
tumor filled with teeth and eyes is called fetus and fetu. Because it's a true thing.
I still call it Gnarliktep.
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Woo!
At least the bot's
Wait for
not
the
winning
Giggling
anymore.
Madness.
Favorite ethnic food? Blank. Enter your recipe cards now.
Sorry, that hurts. I don't know what to do with this damn light. Here, there, that's all you get.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
I keep getting these
Favorite?
weirdly appropriate cards for the times.
Favorite ethnic food? Voting for Trump. Okay, I'm trying to come up with a second joke within a joke for this one, and it's just not coming. Favorite ethnic food? Charles Darwin. As in, you win a Darwin Award? What? Favorite ethnic food? A prison mattress. Favorite ethnic food? Propane and propane accessories. Well, Texas is a whole nother country, but... I'm going to be horrible and go for the prison mattress as an ethnic food.
Yeah, that's...
What ethnicity?
Russian.
There you go.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on fill in the blank.
I not only want to hear someone say this, I want them to explain how it might work.
I'm slightly concerned. Only slightly, though.
It's only slightly weird, so.
15 minutes, 15% or more on accidentally giving a blowjob. Well, why would you want to save 15% on accidentally giving a blowjob?
Because it's an accident.
It's well, I guess. Well, I just fell and it went. Okay.
There are
15%.
anime.
Andrew was dick, I swear.
15% or more on absolutely shitty, poor ass bitch car insurance. Popping your cherry or a good hard dicking from a majestic white rhino? Yeah.
Yeah, you want to explain how you save 15% on popping your cherry?
It
Every
doesn't go
5
all the
minutes-
way in.
Every 5
Okay.
minutes, the rhino will gore another poacher. Each poacher brings down the number of people you need to pay off to kill it. Therefore, that 15 minutes would save you 15% off paying the poachers. For that good, hard dicking that they'll all have to coordinate to make happen.
Oh God. All these liberals want to take away our rights. I have the right to own blank just like my forefathers did.
I was going to ask you if you were born in the Midwest, but you know what? This fits just perfectly for America in general.
What?
All these liberals want to take away our rights. I have the right to own feminine hips just like my forefathers did.
What's
I'll
wrong
have-
with them?
But I have the right to own fried chicken and malt liquor just like my forefathers did. I have the right to own Jamba Juice, but with dead people instead of fruit, just like my forefathers did. I have the right to own male scissoring, just like my forefathers did. I'm surprised that we didn't come up with anything that was like actually what somebody would say that was saying that.
I went with the closest I had.
I'm gonna have to go with the feminine hips.
Damn, I was hoping the fried chicken and malt liquor would push it over.
No, because you have to remember the type of people that would say something like that. Fried chicken and malt liquor's not what they have.
William Shatner's shocking new autobiography is titled Blank, The Final Frontier. Everyone just heard that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was coup, I take it?
Oh, yeah.
William Shatner's shocking new autobiography is titled Getting My Dick Wet, The Final Frontier.
Nope, we say Shatner, not Kirk.
Yeah.
His new autobiography is titled Speaking Like Every Word Is Its Own Sentence, The Final Frontier. That thing where you keep a stranger blocking each other, or you and a stranger keep blocking each other on the sidewalk while trying to pass. The whitest black person you know. No, we gotta go with this one because it just fits too much.
Yeah,
Canadian wins the Canadian card.
I think that was that a self-written one?
Yes.
Good.
It's a joke in Canada that we have, where we make fun of him because he always talks like every word is its own sentence. That's why.
Yeah, I was listening to the interview in my head where it was like, people keep saying that I talk like this. No, I don't. And I was like, you just did. Unironically.
Yeah,
what got
no.
me was we cut a dubstep track.
I was telling Olaf one time. I think we were. I can't think we were. It was when we were doing those independent interviews when we first started the Pirates chat, and I kept on telling him. I told him that on the original Star Trek games that Interplay made, it's pretty pathetic how it was totally voiced by the entire cast. And by the time Shatner got through one sentence for the game, you've already finished the subtitles and have moved on to the next part of the game, and he's still reading the previous bloody subtitles. That's insane. Anyway, No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to blank.
Really.
Goldfinger really was an underrated villain.
None of mine makes sense.
I only had one that slightly made sense, and I'm not proud of it. Because it's not my caliber.
Now, Mr. Bond, I expect you to swing your big dick around, figuratively, of course. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to jizz on crackers. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to... what? Hold on.
Undeniably.
The
Wait,
undeniable sexual
Okay.
tension between
Wow.
a single dad and his hot 17-year-old daughter.
No,
What is
Mr.
it, the
Bond, I
Family Guy
expect
episode?
the undeniable sexual tension between a single dad and his hot 17-year-old daughter. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to dye those pants red. That one's good. Okay, I gotta give it to this one.
Thank you.
You wrote it in, didn't you?
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
you
No,
can
it's-
tell. You can tell because it doesn't have the which pack it's from in the bottom right hand.
No, you can tell because it was actually funny.
No,
Yeah,
literally
that's
bottom
true.
right hand corner.
Yeah, I know.
There's
It
nothing
has
there.
the pack. But I'm saying, when it actually fits the situation, I know we wrote it in.
We've had some that have fit this situation.
Audiences at Sundance were traumatized by Lars von Trier's controversial new film, Blank. Enter your film school project now. Okay, if there was ever a time to play a blank card, this is the one.
Oh no, I didn't need a blank card. I had one that fits perfectly.
Oh, gods help us.
And the best part is, I'm getting Homestar Runner flashbacks.
From my experiment fulfilled, you're all gonna be in this. Okay, I'll stop.
Remember, we're still trying to figure out the face implode.
Audiences at Sundance were traumatized by Lars von Trier's controversial new film, A 12-Gauge Slug to the Balls. Audiences at Sundance were traumatized by Lars von Trier's controversial new film, A Glow-in-the-Dark Alien Horse Dildo.
Okay.
With 3 ball sacks.
Did you just choke on the horse stick?
It sounded like it.
You
No,
have to
he's-
train.
no, he
You
choked-
worked your way up to the
No,
horse stick.
he choked on the 3 ball sacks.
Now's a good time to cough.
All I know is I had to turn my head first. Now, audience at Sundance were traumatized by Lars von Trier's controversial new film, making a shitty film for tax write-offs.
That's just Hollywood. No one would be
Oh, that's
traumatized by
Uwe
that.
Boll.
Yeah, I was gonna say you beat me to it, Olaf. Audiences at Sundance were traumatized by Lars von Trier's controversial new film, Hot Left-Handed Women Geeks.
Dear God, that's too many niches for one film.
I gotta give it to the Uwe Boll.
Yay!
Really, you
brother.
didn't make it. You didn't give it to the horse cock, which almost killed you. That's just
I
rude.
mean,
That's
it
a
was
bad
somewhere
date.
between the cock and the ball sack, so we'll assume it was the horse's taint that got me.
Olaf knows how much I hate Uwe Boll. I can't stand him.
We all hate Uwe Boll, but at the same time, you have to respect him.
Because
No.
he also made Postal.
I mean,
No, because he
That's
knows
not a reason to
what he's
respect
doing,
him.
and he flat out says it. He says, "I make shitty films because I can."
I must have been really drunk last night because I don't remember recording this video of blank. Oh, gross.
An interpretive dance of Mein Kampf. Okay.
Okay, here. This one is,
So were you racing the penny down and then won because you ejaculated? Is that what it is?
I
I
don't.
ejaculated the waterfall full of blood onto the penny down the New York State Empire State Building.
What did I regrettably buy from a street vendor? Don't like the fact that you get that the two of you are just like, yep, this.
I mean, I had two cards that would have gone great together, but yeah.
What I picked does not technically fit, but fuck it. I'll make it fit.
Anything fits with enough lube.
I don't think, no, you can't regret buying, okay,
You can regret buying anything.
no, you can't, okay.
What did I regret buying from the street vendor? Indians. Dots, not feathers. Hawk magic. The guy who killed Hitler, or the D.
If you buy the guy who killed Hitler, didn't you just buy Hitler?
I mean, technically, yeah. I'm gonna have to go with the D.
You never buy D from a street vendor.
No, because I'm picturing somebody like going up and like, yeah, I want the D, and he's like, okay, if you want, and just pulls out like this huge D from the Hollywood sign. Like, here you go.
To be fair,
The Sesame Street pun bullshit.
we are doing a very political episode, and I could see a street vendor giving Elon Musk the K. So,
I thought he would give him 3.
good point. On the head.
Let's see. You could say it was his politics that got Barack Obama elected, but we all know the real reason was blank. It is at this time that we must band together to defeat Rasclin. You could say it was his politics that got Barack Obama elected, but we all know the real reason was no reason. The real reason was being one bad motherfucker. We all know the real reason was playing peekaboo with small braziers. We all know the real reason was no strings attached casual sex. Nah, if anything, I want to see him in a remake of Shaft.
Illinois, motherfuckers.
Alright, call me princess again and you'll be picking your blank up off the floor.
Again, a weird threat, but not technically impossible. As Gas Giant calls him Princess.
Call me princess again, and you'll be picking your congenital birth defects up off the floor. Call me princess again, and you'll be picking your radio-controlled shock collars off the floor. Call me princess again, and you'll be picking your thongs up off the floor. And call me princess again, and you'll be picking your special gloves up off the floor.
Those last two sounds like he's more inviting you towards sex because you're turning him on.
Right? is this supposed to be a threat, or are you just really excited?
You just keep a bag of radio-controlled shock collars?
Actually, there's a movie about that.
I know
with
freaks
Rutger.
like you. Yes, I do.
What was the movie about that?
It was like it was a jail, but they had the shock collars on. Actually, it would blow your head off. And so he was trying to escape, of course, with this beautiful woman, and not to get their heads blown off by this collar. And of course, they escaped because Rutger Hauer.
I do wish the newspapers hadn't mentioned blank in Grandpa's obituary. I'm trying to remember what that movie was, because that sounds really familiar.
There's a lot of them.
It's Hobo with a Shotgun, I think, is what she's talking
There's Hobo
about.
with a Shotgun. There was one from the 70s. There was one from 2004. There was one with Mel Gibson.
Hobo
one.
with a Shotgun was the one with Rutger Hauer, where he played the hobo. It was
Right.
filmed in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, but it's not that one.
Um,
Because I have that one. Yeah, I can't remember it right now, but
I have Hobo with a Shotgun. I just can't watch it because of him eating glass.
it's candy glass. If you
It
know
doesn't
that,
matter.
you should be
It's
able
the
to watch
feeling.
it. Man, okay.
sorry. Okay.
I do wish the newspapers hadn't mentioned Saddam Hussein's chemical weapon campaign in Grandpa's obituary. What, are we Elon Musk's AI? Is it going to mention Saddam Hussein's chemical weapons or white genocide in an obituary now? I do wish the newspapers hadn't mentioned a big fat cop with a big fat cock in Grandpa's obituary. I do wish the newspapers hadn't mentioned Carl Sagan grinning as he fondles your scrotum in Grandpa's obituary. Okay, I've got a
Oh, weird.
image now in my head.
Yeah.
Fuck. I do wish the newspapers hadn't mentioned a participation award in Grandpa's obituary. See, that could
Why do
just
they
be
all sound like they're part of the same thing?
That sounds like bring your kid to work day at the morgue. Okay, I gotta go with Carl Sagan for one major reason. The image I've got of him grinning as he follows your scrotum wasn't even Carl Sagan's face. I'm getting Latka from Taxi in my head doing that.
That's even worse.
Yeah, it's Andy Kaufman's face. Just, ugh.
Yeah, no.
Carl Sagan's ex-wife lived in my loft. Gosh, I was there for 15 years and I was still getting her mail. So yeah, there's that.
Damn.
Do something with that. Like, has science gone too far?
Okay, I need to run and get another drink, so I'll be right back.
I might need to get a refill on food and drink.
I have my water. For once, I'm not hungry.
I have very good curry, so.
I'm gonna wait until everybody comes back to read that. I don't know why why don't I set up my ring light anymore?
I don't know. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Banana Phone?
Banana phone.
Can't you hear him calling?
Damn grubblies are out playing in the street. Stupid grubblies. Should have pulled my shades. Everybody likes walking by my house, staring through my windows.
Oh, did we all just go for a break? And did we all just
You want to
go?
try that again?
Did we all just go for a break?
Pretty
Yeah,
much. No, we are not doing Gardic phone.
Oh, you are there. Okay. I thought you had gotten up and walked off, Caden. I'm like,
No, I'm
okay,
just
so
out of
Ras is
frame.
gone, Caden's gone. And did they just leave Nightkind sitting here all by herself?
No. I asked Nykind if she had a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Banana Phone.
on the phone.
He is calling.
I was too busy looking at the grubblies walking by the house. Blake, has science gone too far? 0 side effects. Has science gone too far? Mike Tyson repeatedly saying the word moist. A mountain lion with a Steve Buscemi's face. that one is definitely a visual right there. Magic. Has science gone too far?
What's wrong with Gardic phone? At least 3 of us can't draw, and 2 of us would take it way too far.
I can't draw. 2 of them, but I think I like that one. Okay.
You have to check out this new bar. They have a drink called Blank that will rock your world. I'm pretty sure we've had this one before.
I don't know.
I don't know. Aww.
Did you want to flip the card to another one?
No, we're good.
Especially since you and I have been playing Elder Scrolls.
Well, technically 3 of us have been playing Elder Scrolls. I've been playing it a lot too.
Specifically Oblivion.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying Elder Scrolls is like a series of 5 games.
Yeah, I know. I have all the original ones for PC.
Well, the only
as well.
reason I'd say the Elder Scrolls in general is because if I narrow it down, it might give away my answer.
So I fired up Skyrim last night for a little bit, and I was very upset with the character creation.
Yeah, I noticed that because I was sitting there last night staring like, okay, one person's playing Skyrim is probably what is Olaf doing on Skyrim?
I was trying to see if I could remake the handsome Squidward character.
Yeah, not in Skyrim.
Nope.
I don't know why Skyrim has less character creation than Oblivion did.
Yeah, it's like by that point.
Okay. Who's messing with the sounds?
Not me. Mm-mm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no.
There's no sounds.
Nope.
Well, we don't have a Rasclin, but we do have an Olive, so, you know.
I mean, an olive heralds the Rasclin. Okay. Sorry about that. I needed to give her some outie time. Turn that into a card. Someone's going to. Who
When
won
it's
the
your turn,
last
maybe.
one? Caden.
I did.
Cat indeed.
Okay.
Yes, you have to check out this new bar. They have a drink called Blank that will rock your world.
Yes, monsieur?
They have a drink called Sexual Harassment that will rock your world. They have a drink called Birthing Your Baby Through Your Dick that will rock your world. They have a drink called Drowning in a Vat of Bear Mace that will rock your world. And they have a drink called Skooma Addicts that will rock your world. See, Skooma Addicts isn't necessarily tied to Oblivion. That's just, yeah.
That's why I said Elder Scrolls in general.
What's a skooma?
A highly addictive drug that's pretty much heroin.
Okay.
Heroin and moon sugar.
See, I see the birthing
Okay, so
of baby
it's like
through your
fantasy
dick.
heroin, but they always give you opium dims.
See, I see the birthing a baby through your dick, and I always assume that if a guy gave birth that way, it would be like the dick would launch like a torpedo, turn into a baby, and then the dick would reload like a missile.
You have way too much time on your hands, dude.
It's dry. This goes back to my time as a child in Catholic
Well,
school.
I'm just
I
going
have-
to say this right now. If he ever asks you to teach him how to animate in Blender, just say no.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, I gotta go with the more realistic one.
What will they carve on my tombstone? Take your shots, I dare you. What will they carve on my tombstone? Dad bods. Treason. The second time I got crabs. I refuse to dignify that with a response.
The last two go well together.
The first two are pretty goddamn accurate. The last one sounds like what I'm answering when they're like, what do you want on your tombstone? Bold of you to assume I'm going to have a tombstone.
I know my audience.
Not really, Dad bods almost won it.
Were they treasonous dad bots?
Oh my god, come on,
Come on, you
cards.
gotta.
Here we go. I use drugs to escape blank.
That was too easy.
Uh,
I use drugs to escape a journey of self-exploration. I use
Been using
drugs
the
to
wrong
escape.
drugs.
I use drugs to escape the dumpster behind the supermarket. I use drugs to escape realistic expectations, or I use drugs to escape your dad's hairy, beautiful taint. Okay.
I imagine the taint's how you're getting the drugs.
Yeah.
Mold cultures are a thing. Researchers in Unit 731 discovered that blank is enough to make the human heart explode.
Not proud of that one, but Rasclin, I can hear you slurping.
Yep. Apple fritter.
Just
I was sitting here
remember,
thinking, that we should get those ASMR microphones. I think we need to get Rasclin a worse microphone.
no, no. I have misophonia, and no, I won't be on that night.
That's what I said. We need to get him a worse one so we hear less of him.
Yeah, okay, okay.
The satisfying sound and feel of crushing a baby chick under your boot is enough to make the human heart explode. Things I've seen in a Rural King for 20, Alex.
Amanda Palmer has a song about that.
Somebody that I used to know covered by Sting is enough to make the human heart explode. Ugh. Getting hit in the junk with a can of sardines is enough to make a human heart explode. I'm sorry, but that needs to be diagrammed in full towards the end of Star Wars A New Hope by someone who is outlining the exploding human heart with green lines.
Do you volunteer to be the test subject?
Many Bothans will die. Just because I said so. Betty White is enough to make the human heart explode.
Not anymore.
Betty gets it. Betty always gets it.
Out of treatments.
I almost went to sardines.
Blank. Is that what you're calling it these days? You are quick on that mouse, Olam.
I mean, if he's anything like me, he's just memorized his hand, so he just goes for which one sounds the best.
Kind of, yeah.
I love that last one.
I mean...
So is that
See-
what we're calling dose these days?
I had to stay kind of on topic for the night.
All right, give us your best operator voice.
911, what's your emergency?
There's no yawning in cards. Who's yawning?
There's no crying in baseball?
I heard somebody yawn. Wow.
911, what's your emergency? Being addicted to penis. I don't think that's really an emergency. 911, what's your emergency? Bunkmates heating up the oven. Auschwitz erotica
God.
production. Jesus.
Why does that sound like something Caden would play?
Hey, I'm the one that hid my face, okay?
911, what's your emergency? The little bastard kicking the back of your airplane seat while his parents do absolutely fucking nothing.
That's brilliant. I
Yes,
love
it is. Yes.
911, what's your emergency? Finding daddy's porn collection. You know, I feel like, you know, knowing this group, the last one would kind of lead to the first one.
No. I found my grandfather's porn collection twice. I was traumatized.
Was it just Bette Midler?
I wish. That would have been better. It was those cheap Sex After 60 tapes. Blank. It's everything you want it to be. Telling her the safe word right before you gag her. It's everything you want it to be. Skyrim on a Samsung smart fridge. It's everything you want it to be. It just works. Sex with ET. It's everything you want it to be. A straight wife and a gay husband who make it work. It's everything you want it to be.
Well, isn't that a lavender relationship?
I'm actually torn on the first two.
What's that?
Telling her the safe word and Skyrim on a Samsung smart fridge. Would Skyrim run better on a Samsung fridge?
What version of the fridge or Skyrim?
You have 72 hours to deliver the gold, or you'll face blank.
Ooh. Oh God. I've
And
too
run
many.
Doom on a Samsung smart fridge.
Bad. Why not?
You have 72 hours to deliver the gold, or you'll face a princess who can kill the dragon on her own. Thank you very much. You have 72 hours to deliver the gold, or you'll face sexy witches. You have 72 hours to deliver the gold, or you'll face Grandma's Gone Wild. You have 72 hours to deliver the gold, or you'll face old Asian women drivers.
Wow. Just like we're just.
Gilbert
Either way,
Gottfried is reading all of this now.
Oh, no, I can do a better Gilbert Godfrey.
No, that
Let's
was not
hear it.
Joe Montaigne.
I'm not going to do that tonight because I live with roommates. I don't want to wake them up.
I mean,
All right.
damn. Either way, you're gonna face a woman.
I got to go with Olav's because, oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the draw. $1 million every week for the rest of your life. Here's the catch. You're involved with blank for the rest of your life. This sounds like a split the room scenario right now.
Oh, well, then we need your Rod Serling.
It's true. You're involved with Britney Spears circa 2007 for the rest of your life. You're involved with an epilepsy-inducing quick-scope montage for the rest of your life. You're involved with that one time we all saw Bart Simpson's dick for the rest of your life. You're involved with jerking off into a diabetic's insulin pump for the rest of your life.
So you're saying I get 1 million every week for the rest of my life, but I just have to watch the Simpsons movie once?
That was the movie?
Yeah, that was in the movie. It was near the beginning.
It was the intro.
You'd have to watch it for the rest of your life, not just once.
You'd have to be involved with it for the rest of your
It
life.
just says involved. We were all involved when we watched that because we all had the question of, does this count as a felony?
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I think at that point it would be like, to involve you, they give you an animation credit, and then you're really fucked.
No. To be involved with it for the rest of your life, at least a couple times a day, you have to draw out all of the animations where it's showing. All the cells.
I think we've all chosen.
Hey! Finally, I could use that card on something. Jesus.
The thought of blank gives you blank question mark.
These two work well together.
Mine are symbolic of Caden for whatever reason.
You keep saying this and then you miss.
Excuse me. Thought of being ugly and having no alibi gives you a dick that looks like an inch and smells like a foot. The thought of my first crush gives you spider venom that gives you a super erection.
What?
I feel like those work better if they were switched.
The thought of poking it with a stick gives you all these dank memes. The thought of a cute little girl holding a chainsaw and giggling gives you a strange and vaguely predatory attempt at friendship. Okay. Uh-oh, now
I'm going to assume that's one Gamers was talking about, and I'm just going to say there's nothing vague about my predatory attempts at friendship.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that you would totally go for a girl with a chainsaw.
No, zombie movies teach me I shoot that bitch in the head.
Oh, fair enough.
There's a twist. The zombie's the one who shoots her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have so much fucking corpse muscle in me now. I am a zombie.
That one card, Spider Venom, that gives you a super erection. I'm just thinking of how bad Spider-Man would have been as a movie if that happened in it. He gets bit by a spider. It just has an erection the entire movie. What?
So wasn't that the plot of Spider-Man 3?
There's a horrible webcomic online about some mermaids who are trying to lure sailors to their death, but they're really bad at it. So at one point, and they're part fish, like in more than just the tail. Like there's a bit of scale and fang to them as well. So there's the part where they ambush a scientist down below after, trying to learn forward. And he, says, "What about me would you find enticing?" And he just points at her boobs. And she looks up at him with this weird look on her face and says, "Those are my venom sacs." Venom sacs, but mermaids don't, and she bites his arm. And he's just going, I feel the venom. It's going like fire through my veins. And the mermaid starts cackling and goes, "Yes, any minute you'll be." And he goes, "Wildly erect." What? No, this is apparently what your venom does to me.
Trust me, I'm blank.
Not gonna work.
Quick, that one.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm sending
Holy
people
shit.
poop in the mail.
I did that the other week, okay? I'm not even kidding. It was my Cola Guard.
Wait, what? You sent people poop in the mail?
That's how you do the test.
Oh,
I'm not even joking.
okay.
You
That's-
poop in a box.
Sending people poop, you can actually do it so long as you write on the box what's in it. It is legal to send poop.
That's crazy. In Canada, you don't mail it. You have to go in and deliver it in person if you're talking about like samples and
Yes,
stuff.
but see, we're America and we live in embarrassment culture, so we'd rather just do it in the mail so that people can't watch us.
Yeah,
No, I
not that
actually
like, having a sticker on it basically saying, "Hey, this contains
Oh, they give
human
you
fecal matter."
they give you when you go and deliver it in person. When they give you the jar, they give you this bag that you put it in. No, you don't go in with just the container. Come on.
What they did with me was basically I actually asked if it was going to just be, do we just want to do the colonoscopy? And they looked at me puzzled, thinking I was going to dread every bit of it. And they said, "Well, your insurance won't cover that because it's unnecessary."
Yeah.
What?
At least they told you that.
Yeah, they said, "So here, just poop in the box. We'll send you the box." They sent me a box. I pooped in the box. I put the box in the mail. They sent me email about the mail. My poop is good.
We have received your poop.
That is
Step
basically
one,
what happened.
you get a box. Step 2, you got a hole in the box.
I'm sure the mailman must have been really happy that day.
That's what I was
You'd
thinking.
be happy.
Trust me,
Okay, let's
I'm
move on.
barbecuing what's left of the fetus. Okay, that that one actually almost works. Rightfully enough. Trust me, I'm Harambe. Trust me,
Did I
I'm
trust
a
an
vegan
undead gorilla?
I'm a vegan who isn't a cunt.
So you're Rasclin. Well, I don't trust you.
Excuse me, allergies.
As bad as it is, I'm gonna have to go with the barbecue.
Yay!
I mean, it works. I would have given it to it.
It does. It's just like, everybody's like, what the hell are we gonna? Trust me, I'm barbecuing the rest of it. They're never gonna find
I
anything.
could see that happening
That's why I picked
in
it.
a Fallout game, and they'd be so casual about that dialogue. Yeah, no, we're not playing this card because I don't feel like singing.
Oh,
How can I make Senpai notice me?
Well, I can use the exact same card, so something that would have worked for that last one and for this one.
Some of these are just really bad.
How can I make Senpai notice me? Choking. Topless anime girls wearing cute panties. That has never worked. Senpai sees that every day. The horrifying realization that Jesus wasn't white, or capitalist, or American.
Why is that
A
horrifying?
really long nipple hair. What was that comment, Rask?
Why would that be horrifying?
Because then all the white nationalist American Christians would go, but Jesus wasn't brown. Where was he born? Africa. So why would he be white? Because...
No, I mean
White.
for sane people, that's not horrifying.
I vote choking. When in doubt, go full yandere, and you win.
And there's the winner.
By
Again,
choking out your senpai.
and that's why I would also have said, let it go, let it go. Choking never bothered me anyway.
That would have been good, actually.
But then you're saying let it go while you're asking them to choke you.
I need to breathe to say harder, Daddy.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Blink twice for harder.
Okay, point.
Okay, so we've been going for almost 2.5 hours now.
Yeah.
What's your point?
My point is, I'm getting ready for bed. The question is, what do we want to do next time?
Do you
Well,
guys want to do
if
more?
everybody was up for it and we all have it in our carts, we could try out Guilty as Duck or Guilty as Sock.
Yeah,
I believe.
we could try that. We could try that as a smaller group, maybe sometime over the weekend. See how it plays out, and maybe put that on the. The other thing that I was thinking of was sometime this month, maybe do some of the Gary's Mod prop hunt.
Yeah, I think I could put Gary's Mod and Guilty as Sock in my cart, so I just need to buy them and download them. Oh wait, no, I already bought them, so I just need to install them.
Gamer, what was your idea?
No, I was just thinking more of Jackbox, because I'm sure that Olav has a vast majority of Jackbox games that we haven't played yet.
I do. I have pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
We could all do a really shitty cosplay night for something.
So yeah, for Gary's Mod, who doesn't have Gary's Mod on Steam?
I will have to double check. Hold on.
I
I actually
definitely
know how
don't
to
have
play Gary's Mod.
Gary's Mod is like a game, I'm assuming, or what is it?
It is.
So all those games that use Valve and Havoc physics,
Okay.
they took the physics engine and basically put the test that they use into a game. So if you've ever seen anybody play Prop Hunt or any of
I've
that,
heard of this. I've heard of
that's
this,
all Gary's Mod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's-
I definitely don't have that. I don't have many PC-related games, to be honest. I'm mostly a console guy.
It is on sale for $5.99, down from $9.99 at the moment. There's also the Face Punch Complete Bundle at $98. What the hell?
Yeah, that's every game Face Punch is released.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, I'm
the
going to
sale's
go ahead
only
and
for
grab it.
36 hours, so I figured
Yeah.
let people know and let you guys know about that now. You still got a day and a half, about a day and a half to before any decisions really need to be made. But it's like, hey, that's just kind of a heads
And like
up.
we said, Guilty as Talk, if we want to do that as like a small group over the weekend or sometime during the week, we can do that. I do see that there's an achievement for the judge knocking people out, so that's going to be fun.
All right. I think most of us have guilty as sock. Raise your
Also,
hand if you-
I know what Rask's first achievement that he's going to work towards is.
Oh dear.
There's an achievement in the game for petting the bailiff's dog 540 times.
Oh gods, I might. Although Nightkind will give me competition on that one.
No, we're all going to get competition on that one. And we will see who is the goodest boy.
I'm up against a professional boarder and a furry.
2 furries.
But yeah, I figured, okay, we'll talk about that on the Discord and stuff
Yeah.
later, and figure out what we want to do. Because yeah, like I said, those are 2 that could prove to be a lot of fun, just messing around and stuff like that.
Hell, those could just be fun when we would just want to let off steam and don't want to stream.
No, we have to get on Steam.
No.
Sorry, it was my worst joke I had.
Okay, but for tonight, I am ready to call it and go to bed. So
Yeah. Oh, I've also had a few people expressing interest in playing Raft again, so that's going to be interesting.
yeah. All right.
So if you want to come build a raft again, let me know.
I suppose I could. I do kind of know what I'm doing with that game.
Kind of.
All right, you guys want to say your good nights?
Who's going first?
I'm going to guess Nightkind since she's eagerly...
Oh, okay.
What does Star Wars music sound like in the mountains?
Oh. What?
Yodeling.
Oh, Jesus. That's actually good.
Oh, boy, that hurt. That really hurt.
It's definitely a dad joke, that's for sure.
The microphone of doom has entered the chat.
It will in a few.
All right, gamers, what do you got going?
Okay, well, last live stream I covered the Dragon's Lair games, the classic Dragon's Lair games from 1983. We played and died multiple times on that. Next, we'll be going into part 2 of the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion remake. So join me on my channel when we do that in a couple of days. And that's about it. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Bye.
All right, Caden.
Tuesday, we will be on Twitch. Follow me at Caden Silvertongue. We are going to be playing D&D, trying to get a party out of jail still. I will be streaming Oblivion and Blueprints and Chrono Cross all throughout the week. Join me as I melt down and scream and throw controllers because of Squaresoft's perfect fucking angles that I absolutely hate. And remember, it's not goodbye, it's until next time.
Tomorrow night, Over the Edge on Community Radio for East Central Illinois, 90.1 FM, WEFT Champaign. Streaming online at new.weft.org/listen.
I think it actually caught all of that this time. You didn't
Get the
you,
mic
you-
right in my face.
It actually did catch all of it this time. That was good.
All right. Well, as always, guys, thanks for being here, and I'll go ahead and do my outro.
All right, man. Thanks for having us. Have a good night.
All right. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, our Twitter account, our Tumblr account, our Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we are going to be going into the Star Trek 25th Anniversary Edition game from way back when, the enhanced CD version. So we actually do get all the wonderful little voice acting from the cast. I'm not sure when I'm gonna try and fit in continuing on with Oblivion. Especially since the weather is just really messing all that stuff. But all that so that you can stay tuned for more from Olav Productions. Oh.